Developing tonight, take a look at this. This is Chopper 5 just moments ago, just before noon today, when at least 5 undocumented immigrants were killed in a major crash after a high-speed chase. The crash happened in Big Wells, which is in Dimmitt County, about 100 miles south of San Antonio. It all happened again before noon. For the very latest, let's go out to Eyewitness News reporter Addie Guajardo, who is live there now. Addie, what can you tell us so far?
The accident happened here, Phil, on Highway 85, where that Suburban is still behind me. I'm going to have you take a look so you get a better idea of the impact of the crash behind me. The Suburban has the windows completely blown out and the tires behind me as well. They're getting ready to tow away this truck, but at this time, this highway is currently closed off. Now, the sheriff says this chase ensued just before noon today after a Border Patrol agent pursued the Suburban and a deputy took over. The high-speed chase reaching 100 miles per hour. Now, officials say the truck ran off the road and rolled over, landing here in the middle of this highway. Now, the sheriff tells us 14 people were inside this truck, 2 U.S. citizens, the driver and the passenger, and 12 undocumented immigrants. 4 people have died at the scene, a 5th person at the hospital. At this time, we know people injured have been transported to a hospital in San Antonio and a hospital in Carrizo Springs. Now, officials say the truck was coming from the border and heading somewhere north. Now, the drivers are being detoured at this time from this Highway 85 to FM 468 and as well as FM 1867. Now, the passenger is currently in police custody. We don't know right now the status of the driver or what hospital he or she is at. We know all adults were inside this vehicle. No children were inside and 2 females were also inside. Now, the sheriff tells us that they do plan to pursue state and federal charges against the passenger and the driver of this vehicle. Now, we'll continue to cover this story and bring you all the latest information. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, follow KENS5 on Twitter, and follow us on Facebook Live. We'll have all the updated information. Reporting live from Big Wells, Addie Guajardo, KENS5 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, we're going on about 5.5 hours now, and you can see that scene is far from clear. Our thanks to Addie for that live report. Meanwhile, Dimmitt County Sheriff Marion Boyd tells us several people injured in that major crash were flown here to San Antonio. Eyewitness News reporter Leah Durain is live at SAMC with the latest from there. Leah.
Yeah, I just spoke with staff at the San Antonio Military Medical Center, and we're told that 6 patients from that crash were taken in here for treatment. Now, they were not able to give us a condition report just yet. Treatment obviously still ongoing at this time, but Sheriff Boyd did tell us that one of the patients was pronounced dead after arriving here at the hospital. Another one of the patient's conditions was giving emergency responders a lot of concern. We're definitely going to keep tabs on those treatments and the condition as soon as we can get some more information. We're also told that a couple of the individuals who were injured in that crash as well were also taken to the hospital in Carrizo Springs. There's actually a county regional hospital there as well, so we'll try to get some information about those conditions as well. As soon as we find out some updates, I will let you know. Reporting live at SAMC, Leah Durain, KENS5 Eyewitness News.